Hello, everyone. Welcome back to D&D Sunday Night with the Boys. What's up, gentlemen?
Hey.
Howdy.
I got my flaming dice shirt. I'm ready.
Yeah, appropriate.
Yeah, very nice.
Playing Curse of Strahd. This is week 5 in the Amber Temple, I think.
27 in the Amber Temple.
We really explored.
Yeah.
We really want to
like
make sure we know how long we've been in there.
The temple that never ends.
And if you didn't tune in last week, Mick broke bad, or revealed that he was bad, rather.
We had an insurgent, which is very
at the end of the
topical.
episode, and kind of bounced out of there after causing some damage to the fellas.
Last page villain reveal.
Yeah, which, by the way, brings me to my first point of order for this evening, something I forgot to do last week, which was to roll on the lingering injuries chart for Gesh because he got knocked out.
By a lich.
Let's see. 10.
Lich knocked you out.
You have broken ribs.
Did the lich knock me out, or did his bow exploding knock me out?
I think
You were already knocked out. The lich got you.
I think it was from you throwing your
I
bow
think so,
staff
yeah.
at me that exploded through the tiny ass doorway above the table of a door that was almost closed. Somehow you made it through a little sliver. I don't know how, but fine. I'll let it go.
We've seen him try to attack stuff. He usually doesn't hit anything.
Yeah, cheap shot, honestly. Like
Now we knocked him
Whatever.
unconscious as well. So does he have a lingering injury, Mr. Mick?
I got taken away. I've been.
I know, but you were
you got knocked out.
you know
You got knocked out before you got taken away.
because some things can't be healed. That's fair. I'll do it.
Circumcise him.
Circumcise
so-
the ghost.
Okay, so
Ain't no more ghost kids for you.
Gesh, you have broken ribs.
Okay.
Whenever you attempt an action in combat, you must make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, you lose your action and can't use reactions until the start of your next turn.
Every single attack, I
But
gotta roll a d10.
unless you get healed.
you can rest for 10 days or get magical healing that to instead of gaining hit points back, you would gain your ribs being healed.
Okay, so if I get magically healed, then my ribs are okay, and I don't have to roll a d10 every single attack from now on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interestingly, Mick, you lost a foot.
You got a ghost stump.
Which would mean
No,
that
not a foot. I like
which
it.
mean your speed is halved, but since you don't walk, I'm not going to make you half your distance.
I was about to say I'm a ghost. I float anyway.
You're just deformed.
So there's like a ectoplasmic foot just sitting there after he left.
Can I wear that as a necklace? This is ghost foot as a reminder of the traitorship that he's done.
Yes, but
Cool.
I will make ectoplasm drip all over you.
Fine. Yeah, worth it as a reminder, a constant reminder of the pain and suffering he has done.
It's a size 15 boot, so you're just like.
Yeah, I'm gonna know by the end of this, I'm shoving this down your throat.
Okay. So unless we have any other business, I am going to go back to the map, and you guys can, the rest of you who are still there and on the side for, I will say, quote, good. You can decide what you want to do. You're in that big library room again. You locked the Lich back in his little chamber. You have not explored further than that, and you never actually really went into that room.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going in that room.
Gesh has already been magically healed, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he has to take.
But he healed. He took hit points back because he was at 1.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
Is
Yeah,
anyone brave enough to go down to one of the 3 elderly god things to get the power of the Lich King to fight the Lich King to see what treasure he has, or not even worth it?
Well, he said one of the 3 was good, the other 2 sucked. So
Yeah, he said one was
I've got them all written
vampires.
down.
I figured to fight the vampires.
It was
The
the
other
dark.
one was Lich King power. I figured to fight the Lich King. The third
Or
one,
maybe
I
you
don't
just
know what
become
else
a
there
lich.
is.
or maybe you just become a vampire. Yeah, like
Yeah.
The power of the
There's
vampire.
hours
So-
for us to beat them faster if we took those gifts. But are they returnable? I don't know.
No.
Depends
I
on how
don't
many
think they
days
come
you
with a
work.
receipt.
Yeah.
Right.
I will tell you this much. They are a pact. So yes, if you choose them, there's no really getting out of them.
Yeah. I don't think we need Lich King powers. I don't know. Up to you guys if you want to waste the time to do it. But I mean,
Yeah.
it could
I-
possibly be not a waste of time. But
Yeah, one of them would be good, but the others would suck. So I'm not going after any of them.
At this point, you have a couple of options. There is some of the dungeon left still unexplored. I'll remind everyone that you didn't have a quote reason for coming here. It was something that was just on the way, that you were looking for treasure and things to help you beat Strahd.
Yes.
But you've come this far, so I don't know if you want to finish it up or if you just want to cut your losses and say, let's go back to Vallaki and then continue on.
Now, I'm not pitching anybody on any particular idea, but the slower we go, the less Big Will has to do all night. He's just got to sit there and wait.
I'm the map man. I got
He
something.
doesn't get to
Oh my.
play or anything.
He doesn't no more just
How
storming.
about another
in and-
5 weeks?
yeah, looks in the mirror for another roll.
We're going to
Looks in the
explore the
mirror.
crap out of this place.
I will remind you that he was teleported in to fight you.
That's
Right.
true.
Yeah. I will say that's the one thing is like it'd be nice to like sort of finish this, but we do know they know where we're at for sure now. Like
Yeah.
we didn't know if Strahd necessarily knew where we were at before, but now we know he does. So I don't know if we want to just linger around this place or not. That's a question that we.
Here's a thing: is we could linger around and travel until they attack, but that's our plan: is to go through the portal when they open it. And to go there to just do a shortcut. Straight
Well, we
to the
have to
point.
go to Vallaki first because we promised. What's
We
his
did
name?
promise
We
him.
would
We
take it to his son.
Davian.
Yeah,
We
we
won't
promised
go to
Davian.
Ravenloft without speaking to his son.
Davian the Raven.
And I mean, that's up to you. You may leave him behind. He doesn't have to come, but he
Sucker.
was part of your fortune that said he could help you.
Okay. All right. I'm down for going to find his son.
I'm down for at least like starting to head back out. That I'm not going to go deal with the Lich.
yeah. Same. I mean, I think it might be across the board. We don't have to deal with the Lich, but I might throw out the idea of taking the gold on our way out and running. So we don't have to fight the guy. We just have money and run.
Well, we haven't. Nobody's actually touched that gold yet.
Right,
so-
we haven't touched it yet. Yeah, so I feel like
There's
we
6
could
piles.
grab it and run.
You could try to grab it and run. You don't know what happens yet if you
Yeah,
do.
you don't know. We don't know what's going to happen when we deal
You
with.
don't-
He's not going to let us do that.
No, I'll let you try anything. It's
No, he's not talking about you.
Or
He's
not.
talking about the Lich. That the Lich.
Oh.
No, I was talking
Oh,
about the
there-
6 piles
there's-
of gold.
yeah. There's another
statue.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went through a room that had 6 piles.
Yeah,
of
we
gold.
went through a room that had 6 piles of gold.
Right.
Yes.
Which we should have known something was up because Mick just like went right through the room with 6 piles of gold, and we were just like,
Yeah, usually he's the greedy one that wants.
yeah. Normally he's like, I want all the money. So,
Right.
so we should have
They
known.
may not be trapped.
Yeah, right. You don't know what they do.
With the statue there, that looks very big and
Let's kind of head back that way. So we'll go back down the stairs.
yeah.
Okay, so I need to go back to. So you guys haven't rested though, correct? You just healed.
Oh yeah, you're right. Should we
We
rest?
have not read. Well, I thought we would go back. Like, I don't think we wanted to necessarily. We didn't trust the Lich wouldn't come out of that room, so I wouldn't want to rest right there in the
Yeah, you're
library.
Yeah.
Like at the very least, I'd want to go back to like the
Just
beginning.
someplace that you know is a little more barricaded.
Yeah, a little more, someplace we could barricade ourselves in a little bit.
In a statue or something. I mean,
All right. So you should be able to be seeing the bottom now, correct? Yes.
Yep.
Cool.
But we can
And it's
acquire a lot of
directly
body
under where you
at the
were.
statue.
So, all right. So you travel back down the stairs to the room with the 3 amber vessels. I don't know what really they call them. That offered you gifts. You still want to just mosey on by them? Don't want to take a
I'm
chance at
taking
them?
one of them.
1 in 3 chance. I'm still tempted. So we
Say
know
there's
Lich King powers. There's Dracula powers, and what was the third one?
So it was the gift, the dark gift of the vampire,
Don't know that.
the dark gift of
The Lich King.
Tenebris, and the dark gift of Zadoon, the corpse star.
That sounds like a zombie. Oh boy.
Did I do a good job reading those?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. I tried to write them
As far
down.
as I know, there's no pronunciation guide in the
I wrote them down as phonetically as I could.
Nice.
None of those interest me.
Yeah, I'll pass on those. I am.
I
tempted.
just imagine my patron standing near them going, "What do you want, Jordan?"
So, yeah, so are you going to ask your patron if you should be interested in if he knows anything about these?
There you go.
Yeah. Do you want to try to have that conversation?
Can we ask Davian as well?
You may ask anyone you'd like, and I'll roll some sort of dice to determine, depending on what you roll, how much they know.
Okay. John, when you go first?
So what are you asking me to do?
You want to ask your patron if he knows anything about these
Jordan, would
three?
you ask your patron?
Yeah.
What,
Okay.
what he knows about these?
Do you know anything about these three gifts?
Oh, Jordan, you only come to me when you need something nowadays. Why don't we ever just talk anymore, Jordan?
Because you usually get me in trouble.
Oh, pish posh. One man's trouble is another man's fun.
My trouble is your fun.
Okay, you caught me.
Jordan, have you heard of a website called Parlor?
So, do you know which one of these would be the most fun for you?
Well, it'd all be quite amusing.
That's it. He's not saying anything. I couldn't tell if you were thinking or if you were.
No, I'm waiting for you.
Do you know anything about any of them?
Well, I know everything about everything, Jordan. It's just a matter of what I want to bestow upon you.
Isn't that the case?
Yeah, what do I get out of this deal? Maybe we can have a nice dinner one night, just catch up.
You only want to eat ketchup?
And they all open.
What?
They all open.
That was a throwback joke to the Christmas thing I did with the dad jokes.
Yeah. I rolled the 18 to ask Davian if he knows anything about these three amber things.
He says, yeah, they're all black magic. No matter if you feel you may benefit from one or the other, I do not partake in black magic.
Do you know any idea of if they have any curses or negative effects of these gifts that they give?
Black magic typically does.
Yes, I assume that. Do you have any idea what that is?
Let me see. I'm gonna roll Arcana.
Okay.
And he rolled a nat 1, so he says,
Damn.
no,
I don't know shit.
like, I intentionally avoid black magic.
Okay.
There you
Damn,
go.
that's unfortunate. All right.
What is it that you would like in trade? I have 5 more chances.
Oh, damn! You're willing to trade a chance?
You're
This is
taking the
superpower.
chance? Oh, no.
You got a superpower.
The thing about chances, Jordan, is that every one might be your last.
Right. But the odds get better for you
Nice.
if I trade one away.
Are you willing to do that for me?
Are you willing to give me a
I'm
superpower?
wondering if that would ease your entertain you enough to pass on information.
Grease my wheels, as it were?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm just asking if that would work. If
I'd
that
like
would.
to see where this goes. Sure, if you're willing to do that.
So the deal would be, I would lose my 12 die.
So the next one would be a 10.
I thought I had 12, 10, 8, 6, 4 still.
Right. So you're on 12 right now, right?
Right.
So
I would
the
You
lose
get 10
12.
next
next
time.
one would be 10.
Right.
Okay.
And
not
in
bad.
return, you would tell me
Which one gives you superpowers?
which one I need, which one would be
The
most
beneficial.
useful.
Yeah.
But you also want to know what the drawback of that is
Right.
as well.
Right.
You
Oh,
need to
that'll cost
specify
you
what's
another one,
beneficial.
No, come on. That's some bullshit.
You need to specify the most useful to you, Jordan.
Yeah, you need to be very careful
Not
in your
just
language on this.
close.
It's
I'm
a real
making- I'm
monkey's
making-
paw in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a genie.
No, I won't beat around the bush, Jordan. I typically don't.
That's not your style.
Yeah, I typically beat around the tree.
Don't I know it?
So, no, I'll be a straight shooter with you, Jordan, if you want. I'm not gonna. Can't harm my vessel. That doesn't benefit me at all. It's pretty good.
It better be.
He does still have the choice to accept or not, so that's good, but it is a risky thing.
Yeah.
I guess that's not too big of a risk. Like going from 12 to 10, not bad. As opposed
It
to
just
the
means
next
I have
round.
one less. Yeah, I have
Right.
one less.
Right.
You have one less opportunity to use his.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean,
We're very
Unless-
close to getting the Strahd, though.
I was gonna say, unless you plan on doing another side mission
Yeah.
after Velaki,
Yeah.
the next thing would be Ravenloft,
Right.
which is a very large dungeon, but
It is the
it
last
is
one.
it is the end of the campaign.
If you survive.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, if they don't survive, it's still the end of the campaign.
What are the? But talking to you guys, what are the odds that we actually find anything useful in this set of 3 here? I mean, what are we? Do we? We clearly don't even need this, whatever it is.
Right. That's true.
It's not
We don't need it.
necessary. It could be a boon or it could be a waste. Like you
Right.
could find out what the boon is and be like, I don't want that anyway.
Right.
Right.
That's kind of what I'm thinking right now.
Right. But then again, we
But
don't
that was
know.
why I was like, wasn't willing to like risk it for like the negatives because it's like we don't even know if the boon is actually worth the risk.
Right. Or if the negative is so bad that the boon isn't worth it,
Yeah.
So it's up to you. That is one more
not
roll, but
saying
then again, we
anything.
are near the end. So
I'm not saying anything. I knew I wasn't going to take it, and I was curious.
I'm still tempted to mess up my character and just take all 3, because we're so close to the end anyways,
I doubt you could probably take all 3.
Yeah, sure, you're right.
You're
right.
such an anarchist.
I know, right? That wouldn't be true to my character, so I shouldn't do that now.
Yeah, I'm not a gambler. I'm gonna
Okay.
pass.
Okay.
All right. I will.
Tell us for fun.
I was gonna say if you are all fully passing on it, I will tell you for fun.
Yeah, tell us for fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'll pass. I'm fully passing.
Okay. So the vampire one.
You become Blade DJ at the party underground.
The blood rave.
I
Yeah.
assume that would turn you into a vampire, thus under Strahd's control.
Under the DM's
yeah,
control.
It you become a
I would have
vampire.
picked the Tenebrous one, but that was me.
Okay. So the vampire one, you become a vampire under my control.
Ouch.
The Tenebrous one,
Was that the Lich?
yeah, you transform into a lich under my control.
Also bad.
Yeah, I would have chose the other one. That's because I knew vampire and lich we had done with, but there was one more. What was? That's
the Dune the Corpse Star.
Yeah.
You gain the ability to cast the resurrection spell, except it works regardless of how long the creature has been dead. But you can only use it once, and the negative effect is that you take a corpse-like appearance and you're easily mistaken for an undead.
Okay, that's not bad. Like you just look like you're undead, but you're able to resurrect anyone
Once.
once, just once.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's like a dead resurrection, not just a.
Right, not just unconscious. That is
Well,
a
what if we're like, okay, we want to bring back Mick as a ghost? Bring from his ghost form to his body form. Would that have worked?
sure.
Do you think that's what he wanted, and that's why he's going to Strahd? And
I almost feel like I
got him
would've-
back
I think he was a traitor long before that.
Okay.
I would have actually preferred to use it on Strahd.
Interesting.
Bring him back to mortal form.
Yeah, to stab him. Yeah, you're right.
I would have to reread Resurrection, but I don't believe it affects the undead. I think it's only, I think
Only
it's
for
only corpses.
That's a good strategy, John. Though I like that.
Yeah,
I like to be outside the box.
thinking.
Well, at least we know. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, the curiosity would have killed me. I know if I was playing. So
Hey,
okay.
Yeah, that's why I looked it up. I'd already hard passed on it.
So you're like, well, okay. So
Right,
now
so
you follow. You're going through the cracks back to the room.
yeah,
with the
so what are we
gold.
gonna do with this gold?
Do we want to? Yeah. Do we want to risk?
magic on the gold before Jordan?
I think we did.
I think we
I
did.
said it was just there was nothing. The only thing magic was coming from the statue, right?
Statue.
Yeah.
The statue. Okay. So, but that doesn't mean like if you touch the gold, the statue's not going to come to life.
Right. Or the doors will close automatically, or something crazy. I do fear that, but I mean, I don't know. I think I have a lot of money on me already.
We haven't really spent any money.
Right. I'm not greedy, but then again, it's free money. It's a lot of money.
I mean, there are other things besides gold as well. There's other items.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm going to look and not touch at the piles. What do I see?
Nice.
Okay.
Good question.
I'm going to be kind of vague since they're in piles.
Okay.
Right. Just what I can see on the, I can't
Surface
see obviously what's in the middle, just what's on the surface. 'Cause I'm not touching them yet.
Okay, so from the bottom left corner.
Okay.
Is there any Silver Age items? Because that sucks.
Yeah, because that sucks.
I don't
Totally.
want that.
That pile has a bunch of copper pieces and some gemstones. There looks to be some sort of armor pieces underneath, but you can't really get a good look at them.
Okay.
Pile 2, the one above that, has silver pieces. And you see the bit of a hilt of what looks to be a rapier. And then some other hilts that look to be of great swords.
Okay.
Okay.
Pile 3, the one above that, is EP, which is electrum pieces, which are in between silver and gold. A bunch of empty bottles, but you can't really see like if there's anything else to them. And then it all sits on a trunk, some sort of trunk. And there's you see a bit of some statues poking out as well.
Okay.
Small statues. Pile 4, there's a pile of iron ingots, which look very heavy. There's a bunch of what looks like some sort of some chalices.
The
There's
Holy Grail.
yeah. There's some looks like war hammers, and there are little kind of symbols. You can't really see what they are, but they look like little insignia, carved insignia pieces.
Okay.
Pile 5 is a pile of silver pieces. You see some crystal balls. You see a
Crystal
crown.
balls at Amber's Temple. Got it.
There's a crown, and there's a large wooden pony.
Horse time.
And then There, pile 6, there appears to be a pile of gold coins, like a
nice.
very, very large pile of gold coins.
Hell yeah.
There are some iron pots. There's some sort of scepter you can see. Some helmets. And there are some leather-bound tomes.
Boy, I'm interested in especially 6 and 2 through 6.
Well, so here's the thing. I think if we
What's
if
the
we touch
like?
any of them, we're probably gonna have to fight this thing.
Right.
And so, in which case, if we do that, then we might as well investigate all of them more
I
thoroughly.
can't remember who do we fight for this stuff. I can't remember.
You don't know you don't know if anything happens.
Right.
But there's
I
a
wanna
statue in the room.
Yeah, I think my life level is 25 out of 50. Just saying. I think I'm at 25. I'm halfway there. So that just letting you know. But I am willing to fight. It sounds like there could be some cool stuff in here.
But you didn't pick up anything magical in those piles.
Correct.
Nothing was magical. Yeah.
But they all sound pretty useful. Or
Well,
potentially
like
useful. There's a chest also under pile 3. There's tomes and 6. Some magic books. I mean, not magic, but I mean, some maybe
not
useful
magic.
books. Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
some.
nothing
Well, they
is
may have, like,
magical, that's the thing. Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know if anything would really be. I'm actually thinking too much for my character. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you for role playing.
Yeah, you probably be like something to fight. Something to fight.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Stuff. Let me get stuff.
Can I stab it?
Are we going too slow for you, Will?
Let me stab.
Let's debate some more. How many weeks can we spend in Amber's Temple?
Yeah.
Let's make a list of pros and cons.
Is there?
Even if I want to fight you now, I could, right?
So what was the statue? What is the statue? I forget what the statue is.
It's a 10-foot tall statue carved from amber in the likeness of a hawk-headed humanoid. That's just kind of chilling there.
Okay. And should we be wary of Will teleporting at any time during anything during our adventure?
I don't know.
Who are you asking? Me? You asking Crow?
I would think.
yeah.
Well, yeah. We're asking Crow.
Sure. I mean, he teleported you out. You could probably come back.
Yeah, he was knocked out though. So I mean, all right. We'll knock his bitch ass out again if we have to.
I don't feel the need to dive into any of these piles of money, but that's
Yeah.
just
I don't. Well, I mean, I guess my character might, but then again, he hasn't saw anything to buy anywhere.
Right. I do want to get the adventure going to finish it up, but I'm willing to fight to see what all this treasure is about. Because we don't even know if there is a fight, but I feel like there probably is going to be a fight.
Well, which one are you going? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6?
I mean, if we kill whatever thing happens, then we have our pick and can do whatever we want. and
Maybe.
do them all.
Unless
But that-
they're each trapped with something different.
right.
So if you're going to go for one, which one would you like to try for first?
Probably
see,
6.
see, look at him. He's trying to be like
Strategic.
What? Big something.
You're not here. You don't get to talk, Mick.
You're not one of us.
If you're not talking in character, you can talk.
I gotta know which one to hover. I have one job, people.
So
my character. I think would not be interested or care.
I'd be willing to pass it up as well.
yeah, let's just keep moving.
All right. So you travel back further south into the large room, which, just to remind you, there are passageways on the left and right that you have not explored, or there are the stairs back towards the upper floor and the entrance.
We want to look down the passage.
For the rest or not?
I think my character, he's pretty neutral, but at this point, after being betrayed and stabbed, I'd be like, let's find this mother effer and let's kill him. That's just my perspective. But I probably want to get to the point and not adventure, but I am me as a, but not my character. I'm down for whatever, but I'd be up to exploring. But then again, do we want to be here for like another week or 2 or 3?
Are we gonna rest here, or are we gonna
Right.
rest elsewhere?
I think we should
my
rest
thought is,
sometime.
given I don't know what time of day it is, like
Right.
No one knows.
You've lost. You've
Lost
lost all
track.
sense of time.
Yeah.
So my thought would be we would want to rest.
Yeah.
And maybe go back to the original room where the guys were rest,
Yeah.
and then
Think about this.
get
in the
out
morning.
after we're rested.
Yeah, good call.
Yes, let's rest.
So you're talking about going in this room here and rest?
I
Yeah, at
think-
the top of the stairs on the left side.
Okay.
Because that's where those guys were resting before.
And we rested there once. I want to say.
We rested there
Yeah.
once, or we could go back to the room where we could block the door that only had the one entrance and rest.
Let's go and rest.
That was over here.
That'll give John a chance to attune to stuff.
To stuff.
You too.
And I can heal up,
What?
and I will maybe have nightmares with
Right.
stinky ghost foot around my neck.
So do you guys want to put it over here where the wolf and the guys were, or over here?
Probably
where-
because the wolf, where the wolf was is not where the flaming skulls was.
Yeah, that's true. We wouldn't have to deal with flaming skulls again.
Flaming skulls were here.
Yeah, but in order to get back out of the room, you potentially have to go back.
You're here right now, so you can either go
Are
here.
those skulls still popping
or
out?
here.
They
They reform every so often.
every day.
Yeah.
So there's some kind of like insane evil underground. Is that what's happening?
My guess is there's more evil in this place, maybe even other than the Lich that we
But
didn't.
they're coming out from some place. Like there's
Oh,
like a
No,
source of
those
this
the
power.
skulls just come back to life.
Yeah.
But they're coming out of the hole at the same place.
So I'm
No,
going
it's the same skull that keeps.
Mm.
Regenerating. Look, you smash it into itty bitty bits and it still regenerates. Huh?
We can like name them. Like, oh yeah, this is Fred and James and. See you again,
So you're
Frank.
going back in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you all roll a perception check for me, please?
Oh boy,
Oh.
No, it's not bad. I just want to see if you notice something.
17.
What's my perception?
19. Woo!
Okay.
19 here?
23.
All right. You guys definitely notice that there is some what looks like maybe some later afternoon light casting in through the crack in the wall, so you get a sense that it is daylight out at the moment.
Oh boy.
Just to give you a sense of the time of day.
Do we think it's safer to travel during nighttime? Usually there's more monsters at nighttime, right? When we travel.
But well, it's so
We
cold.
need to heal,
there.
though.
I don't
We
think
gotta
we're gonna
heal.
travel at night.
How far to Valaki from here?
Quite a ways.
So it would be like we'd have to sleep along the way or something?
We're gonna have to remember we rested at the gates, like where we found the sword. Then we marched up the mountain to here,
Right.
and we were getting so cold. I think we were starting to take cold damage,
Mm-hmm.
and then so it's gonna take us most of a day to get back to where we rested the first time.
Yeah.
And I don't think we want to travel at night in the cold.
Right.
Good call. But then again, we need to heal. I mean, I need to heal. I mean,
That's
you
what I
know.
mean. So I think we just need to rest right now, and then we'll
Yeah.
the first thing when we get a feel for morning, we bail out.
Take an
Yeah,
extra
but,
long
but if it's
rest.
afternoon now,
Right.
we'll wake up during nighttime though. So what do we do during nighttime? Do we just rest again? Is that a thing?
No, I think you just rest for the rest of the day, and we just like stay vigilant until we're ready to sleep, and then yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you rest now, I will make it so you can wake in the morning.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to hold you up any longer than
Yeah.
we need to either. I'm not going to bust your
Cool.
wrist.
Yeah.
Down to rest.
Okay. Cool. So we're going to go back on the road again.
So we got a long rest in.
So I
Oh,
will,
before we had a long rest.
I'm back to 50.
Do we need to heal JP? I mean,
Well, I got a couple.
The rest
yeah.
does. The rest
I'm gonna-
tells you, right?
A couple
No.
things before we take our
No?
rest. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Guest to heal his ribs because I still
There
have
you
that spell.
Thank you.
And then Jimbei is going to approach Jordan and offer him the Staff of Frost that he found. And we can have. You want us to have that conversation?
if you'd like to play it out, that's cool.
So okay, we can do that. Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan, I realize you're probably still upset about what Crow and I did.
I
had-
forgot about that.
Sorry. Yeah. I've got two problems with what you're saying.
Wait. Well played.
Hey, buddy, read between the lines. Do we know what finger he cut off?
I don't know. I just had to. I couldn't think of a way to do. I was like, how do I hold my fingers? Like, yeah. So you're trying to.
I found the staff of frost on that wizard's corpse. I cannot use it. I realize this will not take the place of the ring. I offer it to you as a peace offering. I realize that what we did without your permission, we thought it was for the best, but I offer this to you.
So,
Am I aware of what it does when he gives it to me, or
I was aware. I can tell you what it does if you want. Like,
no? You sent me the info.
I sent you
have
the
the
link
info.
so you can just look at it. But we can talk.
I didn't know how my character would instantly know it, or
So I can tell. You want me just to explain it?
I'm staring at it right here. I mean, I've got it. Like,
Okay.
so like a peace offering.
But for the benefit of the
Yeah,
benefit of the audience, you can tell what one does.
Okay. The staff has 10 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to extend one or more of the charges to cast one of the following spells using your spell save DC. Cone of Cold costs 5 charges. Fog Cloud costs 1 charge. Ice Storm 4 charges. Or Wall of Ice 4 charges. The staff regains 1d6 plus 4 charges daily at dawn. If you spend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the staff turns to water and is destroyed.
aggressively relaxing. That's so sweet.
Actually, my character can't use it, so that's.
But he doesn't
I
tell
realized
Jordan,
you couldn't use it.
but Junbei doesn't tell Jordan that.
I'm not telling Jordan that, but yeah, I can't use it.
He's a regifter. We already
I'm
know.
regifting, yes. In an
From a dead
attempt
corpse.
to reestablish some trust between himself and Jordan, he's trying to. So, yes.
All right, I'll take it, but then I drop it because my finger, I can't hold it.
So, did you ever attune to that stone of good luck?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
But that's the only thing you're attuned to right now, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
And are you attuning again?
Yeah, I will attune
Crow
to
attunes every night. If we break it, he attunes every night.
Okay.
I think Crow is frozen.
No.
Oh, okay.
I just wasn't saying anything.
Do I need to attune to the
You
staff?
would have to attune to this, yes.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to do it before we rested, so you could
Yeah.
make that decision.
Yeah, I mean, there's no Are there any drawbacks that we are aware of?
I got the drawback when I picked it up,
Which is
which was I quest for power basically now. Like I have a thirst for power, which giving this up does not mean that I can't do that because I'm actually trying to use you.
so. When I attune to it, will I also have this?
No, it wasn't.
I got it by touching it.
Yeah, from picking it up from the corpse of this.
Got it.
It was a curse toast attached to stealing it from the wizard.
And just as an FYI, up to 3 magical items you can attune to at once.
Yeah. But I'm not likely to come across 2 more in the
Unless
next.
you want to reattune to your ring.
Technically, he still has the ring. We told him we would not take it from him again.
Yeah, I kept the finger.
Well, I'd hope so. Everyone, Crow's got ears on his neck. You got a finger around your neck. Yash has a ghost foot.
We're really collectors, really.
Okay, so is that everyone set before you take a rest?
Yeah, that was
good, yeah.
that was the business I wanted to conduct.
And I was reattuning to the axe. So
Yeah. Okay. So you wake in the morning and you step outside
take a deep breath.
and yell, "Fuck!" Because standing there waiting for you is Strahd, the dark elf that you saw praying in front of the statue, Mick, and the old man who helped him escape.
Oh man.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Strahd looks at you and he says,
Hey, bitches.
I am not here to kill you or fight. I have invited you to my mansion, and you have broken the rules I set. You did not come directly there. You stopped many other places. You went quite a ways off the path. That's pretty rude for someone who...
It was on the way, buddy. It was on the way. Was it on the way? Okay, my
I
bad.
don't remember you saying
My
come
bad.
straight there.
They
Told us to come
tell
there.
me things, Strahd. I don't know. I just go along.
You're very specific that you should come straight there.
Okay. Well, I forget things.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense coming from you, you dummy.
We don't have a good compass. It just doesn't work.
He says,
Mick is the one that told us to do this.
Yeah, Mick told us.
I was gonna say, this was all
It was all Mick. It was all Mick's idea. He said we should go there and not.
Yeah, he
directly
was the
towards
one that
it.
wanted to go to the swamp. He was the one that wanted to go. Yeah,
Yep, that's all Mick.
technically. And besides, no offense, but you just said you invited us to Ravenloft. You never actually said we had to come straight there.
go back and check the tape, buddy.
And all Mick's idea.
Hey, Beth, can you queue up that on the instant replay machine? He says, enough of your bullshit. Listen, no more monkeying around.
No more
Guess-
piccoloing around.
I mentioned this is your last chance. I'm trying to be a gentleman. I'm trying to be a leader of this land. I know you do not believe me. I do know you think that I am this evil force cursing this land.
I mean, you're kind of forcing
You tried to
a
kill-
woman to love you and also killing everything around us. So is that good or bad? Like, that's pretty bad, man.
Her soul and her spirit, Titania is inside of her.
Is that why the land is rotting and decaying? Cool.
Hey, make a dexterity saving throw for me.
19.
Cool. Yeah, he throws a bolt of fire at your head that just narrowly misses.
Because he knows he's wrong. Why are you doing physical, bro? You know you're wrong. Why are you attacking me? It doesn't make, even though you kill me, it doesn't mean I'm wrong.
Make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
20.
All right, you dodge out of the way again.
Can I walk over to Gash and go, shh?
I'll be like,
The
"Finish the
adults are
sentence, dude.
talking.
You're still wrong.
Sorry, wait. I gotta go like this. Shh.
Right. Continue.
You are so sure your point of view is the correct one.
Really?
You are.
Everything's
You're-
dying and decaying. Like, did I say anything
Everyone's
wrong?
point of view.
It's not a point of view. It's fact. Everything's dying around us.
And you just blame me because I'm a vampire. That's pretty racist, man.
No. You said like it's because you're in control of things. So if you're so good in control, why is everything dying and not living? If you're so good, is someone else to blame? Because we can team up and fight that together. If there's something else that's wrong, is there something else that's wrong?
As this conversation is taking place, I whisper to the elf that's beside me, wait till they get into religion and politics.
I mean, if he's lying, then he needs to know that he's lying. Like, really? Everything is dying and he's denying it. But apparently he says it's not because of him. So what's causing this? Is it not him? If so, we can team up and find out what's wrong with it and make a bigger, better land together.
Listen, buddy. Come to my castle. We will
Okay.
have dinner. This is not an environment to have such a discussion.
Sounds good.
You will be treated as my guest.
We did make a promise to our friend Davian that we'd find his son on the way. Can we do that, please? Because we made a promise and we don't go against our word.
Yeah, I know all about that. Don't worry. You might have a little trouble in Velaki, but if you can rest there, you may rest there.
Okay, thank you.
I'll see you all soon.
Yes.
Be well. And they all vanish.
Yeah.
I
Well,
turned to
all right.
Gash. I turned to Gash and I'm like, "You're not allowed to negotiate anymore."
That could have went worse, but he knows I'm not
Don't
wrong.
negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah, he knows I'm not wrong. If I would have been wrong, he would have said, "Oh no, something else is causing this death." But
No,
he didn't say that.
All right, where are you going? You heading back down the mountain?
Start down the path, I guess. Like we're at
Let's
least
do
gonna
another side
make the
quest.
appearance that we're headed that direction.
Okay. Let's see. Since we're using this now, might as well use it. Let me see where the next thing is.
What other side quests are there?
No, seriously, yeah. I want to know.
Hold on, let me set this back up for the map.
That'd be so funny.
Right.
We're going like multiple side quests. Like, what the hell, man? I told you, come to my castle. No more side quests. You kidding me?
You know what? We don't know him.
You don't know us, bro. You don't know him.
me. Why are we? Yeah,
You don't know me.
Oh, okay.
All right, so this is the pass that's the little tower you slept at last time, but you're coming from the north, so you're coming from the other side. Can you scroll all the way up?
Oh wait. Oh, okay.
So you're coming over to that bridge.
Oh, so back to the bridge. Okay.
Yes.
So nothing, no goats this time, at least until we got to the bridge.
Yeah, you're coming down the mountain is totally clear.
They're coming here this way, this direction.
Yep.
Okay.
So we get to the bridge.
Let me zoom in a bit. Adjust this here. Okay, so coming down the mountain. All right, got it.
Coming down the mountain when she comes.
Yeah.
Down the mountain when she comes.
Okay. By the way, just to remind you, because I know we haven't really dealt with them in a while, you do have Esmeralda, Davian, and Arena with you still.
Right.
We just set that, like, unless
we lost Arena's other brother, right? Long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't seen him in a minute, but
We haven't seen him in forever. What was his name? Ismark?
it is Mark
Yeah, Skid Mark.
Good mark.
That's right.
Bisquick.
Wasn't he like a fake brother?
Yes.
Yeah, you uncovered that he was not their biological brother. Yes.
And then he fled as soon as we did. Because he was a coward.
Okay. What order are you walking across the bridge?
I would
Right, usually-
probably be towards the front, I assume.
Kimbay's probably going to stay in the middle near Arena. So probably maybe like Crow, Jordan, Arena, myself, Guess, Davian, and Esmeralda. Something like that.
Okay.
Anybody can contradict that if they'd like to change where I put them.
Okay.
So
Y'all are crossing the bridge then?
yeah,
Alec appears to have something. So
yeah. Something happens when you start to cross the bridge.
okay.
Oh man, is that same ghost dude that told me I'm dead?
Not at the moment. Okay, so as you start to walk across the bridge, you hear just a terrible shriek, like not a person screaming, but like a bird.
Oh, great.
And diving towards the bridge is a creature of unearthly size, a bird so monstrous that its wings blot out the sky.
Oh, jeez.
And I need to roll this. Let's see. Okay. It's going to get a sneak attack on Jordan unless you can make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
All righty, here we go. Dexterity. All right. Oh, 19.
Ooh.
Same.
Well done.
Okay, you managed to get out of the way from its sneak attack. It swoops down at you and tries to grab it with its claws, its talons. But you're able to dive out of the way and avoid it. But you do need to all roll initiative.
Mother.
Yeah, that's 6 on initiative.
16.
18.
13.
All right, was not ready with my pen. 1 second. All right, so
16, 18.
I rolled an 8.
Crow, what'd you roll?
13.
Jordan?
6. This joke is never going to get old to me. That's 6 right there.
Yeah,
You should be like
I get it.
the broken
Actually, you
finger,
should have been like,
the missing finger.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so Jimbei, you're going to be up first.
okay.
I wouldn't have been able to dodge if he hadn't screeched. That's what warned me, and then I was able to dodge.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a bird. He's not like
How big is this bird? Like it's ginormous, huh?
it is very, very large.
And how far above us is it at the moment?
Um,
Like it swooped by, and then what did it do?
it probably about 40 to 50 feet away from you right now in the air.
40 or 50 feet above.
See a
us.
pterodactyl creature in X-Men?
Okay.
I forgot his name.
Trying to
Sauron.
Yeah, Sauron. Thank you. That was
Yeah.
gonna kill me.
I can let you know what it is. I mean, if you guys want to roll like a, I don't know what that would be.
Animal handling,
Not animal handling, but like
insight.
not. I guess not history. I don't know. Whatever you choose. That
It'd be
nature. Yeah, perfect.
all right. I'll roll a nature. Just a 11.
Sure. I mean, you have heard tale of a giant bird called a roc.
Okay.
ROC, and what you have to assume it is, but you've never actually seen one in person,
Okay.
so you can't be sure. But
Inside. What's the use on this thing? I guess I will just try to hit it with a. Well, I could do.
Oh snap! I
yeah, it is a its size is called gargantuan in the guide, so it's very big.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they rock.
Yeah, I want to rock.
So you're saying I shouldn't have actually any trouble hitting this thing, in theory?
I mean, you
Fast though, yeah.
yeah, it does have an armor class, but
Okay.
you would-
No, I mean like just from like
it is a large target. Yes.
yeah. I'm just trying to one of these spells to see if it would actually be better than.
While he's figuring that out, I sent you a question.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm going to. I don't know. Do we want cover or do we want to just straight up fight this dumb thing? We'll just straight up fight it. I'm going to cast Call Lightning. A storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder 10 feet tall and a 60-foot radius centered on a point you can see within range above you. The spell fails if you can't see a point in the air. The storm cloud could appear. When you cast a spell, you choose a point you can see under the cloud, and a bolt of lightning flashes down to that from the cloud to that point. Creature must within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw or take lightning damage.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw 4.
4 will not save.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to.
So, all right, and that is at 3d10 at that third level. So where am I d10 at? Where's the d10? There's one. That's the 12. Where's the 10? 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we got 18
Okay.
lightning damage, and then yeah. No, I'm trying to remember like that last. Yeah, I have to use my action, but I don't have to cast a spell again for up to 10 minutes. So.
Okay. All right. Next up in the order is Gesh.
Okay, I'm going to use that firebolt. Oh, 8.
8 is not gonna hit him.
Yeah, I figured.
Crow.
Where is it at? Sorry, I was talking to my son.
That's all right. It is up in the air, about 40 feet above you.
Then I guess I will hold my action unless it comes down to where I can hit it.
When I can't. Oh, I shouldn't. Sorry.
Oh wait, I rolled the wrong thing. Okay. It is the rock's turn, and it is going to swoop down and try to attack Crow. It makes 2 attacks, one with its beak and one with its talons. The first one is going to be nat 20.
That hits.
Yeah. And let's see. Where's my other dice? Do not have another one? Huh. Okay. Oh, there it is. All right. His beak attack hits you for 54 damage.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
And then it also tries to attack you with his talons. And that's going to be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Nope, armor class is 57.
But instead of dealing damage, he is going to grab you with his talons and grapple you. Which you may, on your turn, or since you held your action, you can try to escape it with a strength check. All right, Jordan.
I have speak with animals as an at-will
Sure.
cantrip kind of thing, or it doesn't cost us. It's not a spell. I don't have to cast it. Can I just try speaking to it?
Sure. Speaking is a free action.
Yeah. Okay. We're not here to harm you. We're just passing through this area. We do not mean you any harm.
Make a persuasion roll.
Yeah, persuasion, I figured. 12 is probably not enough.
Yeah. It kind of like pauses and looks at you for a moment, but doesn't seem to really be sold on your pitch.
What is your stance on seed? You didn't say your stance on seeds. Caw.
All right. Big Will's just rolling. He's like, I want to play too. Yeah, I'll just I'm gonna try banishing him.
Okay.
So he has to do a charisma saving throw. Let me read up on exactly how that works, if you would like.
Not his strong suit.
That was my hope.
Funny that a gargantuan monstrosity bird isn't very charismatic.
Well, sure. You can intend to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence for up to a minute. They must succeed a charisma saving throw or be banished.
Okay. I rolled a 7.
That's not successful.
No. All right. He is banished for 1 minute. You guys may try to flee if you'd like.
Run away.
I'm like, run, bitches!
Those like down the paths there beside are those towers or something that we could hide in?
Well,
Yes.
is Crow going to attack them though?
Don't waste our minute, Mick.
Well, the thing's banished. So Crow just kind of like flopped out of its claws when.
Yeah. What did that take any
What can we
damage
do?
whenever I
A
fell?
place where we could hide out of sight until when this thing comes back, so it wouldn't continue attacking us.
No, it used its movement before, so it was down like kind of on the bridge when he grabbed you.
No,
I say we just run and get out of here, but that's just me. Across the bridge to the other side and into the woods somewhere.
Run away.
If it comes back a minute later and it can't see or find us, like
that's what I was trying to just see if there was anything we could see that we could go hide behind.
Those little cubbies are guard houses. They are covered,
Oh,
so they would be out of the view.
so I would say let's run across the bridge and go to one of the ones across the bridge, like on the bottom.
Well, I mean, we've got quite a while to.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah. And each
So,
turn is
but
6 seconds.
Each turn is 6 seconds. So you have, between you could run each of your speeds. If you
Fine.
take your action and your dip movement, you can run, 3 times, I guess, almost.
And how much are the squares on this page?
That's a great question.
About 10, I think.
On this page, they are 10 feet. Yes.
So yeah,
So you can make a pretty good headway, but also remember there is some magical fire at the gate on the other end of this path.
well, that's way down below, but yeah. So they're 10 feet. So the most I could go I could go across the bridge in one turn, and then zoom out a little bit, see how far we could actually get.
Whoops, sorry, wrong button.
Whoa,
Oh, that's a bit too much on the.
a little too
Hold on.
far.
Let me. There we go.
So how far is it to the tower that we hit in?
From the middle of the bridge, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
So it'd be more than a minute to get to the tower.
Almost 300 feet to the tower.
Okay.
So
So I
how
would
many-
say run across the bridge and hide in one of the guardhouses.
so we couldn't make it to the tower.
No.
Well, so all your speeds are 40 to 50, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So 80 plus 80 plus 80, yeah, it's only 240. So
Yeah,
you make it almost all the way. I mean, you could, he's going to come back into the plane of existence on the bridge where you put him out, so he's going to still need to catch up with you.
And he's going to be dazed after being in some other place for a minute and not knowing what's going on. And then we're gone. He might not be able to even know which way we went. So by the time he figures out where we're going, whatever, maybe we have enough time to get into the tower, right?
You can certainly attempt to, yeah.
So you guys are going to try and run across the bridge then?
How far were we under the bridge? Where were we at when we got attacked?
I would say right in the middle.
Right in the middle. I would say either run to the guardhouses on that far end of the bridge and hide, or go for the tower.
I'm saying let's go the distance, but that's me.
I'm trying to see where my actual speed is.
I say the farther we get, when he comes back standing on that bridge, it's not like he's flying up in the air. He's not going to know exactly where we were. We can keep going before he decides to start searching for us, and by then, who knows? We probably made it.
Okay. I'm just trying to see I'm trying to find my speed. I can't find it on my sheet right now.
You're 30.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but okay.
The short people races are 25.
Yeah, so I go 60 feet at a time. Whoa.
So that's what y'all doing?
What do you think? I haven't heard Gesh or Crow say anything.
Run away as fast as possible.
But are you saying, do you want to run all the way to the tower, or do you want to hide in the guard?
I think we can make it to the tower, yes or no?
Not before he comes back, but
Not before he comes.
you have to, think
But I don't
about
know what we'd be ways ahead of him. I don't know what his movement is, but it's
Right.
probably pretty far.
What do you think, Jinbei?
Just run. I'm okay with going if we want to go all the way for the tower, I'm okay with that. He's gonna be chasing us when we get there. That's
Right. I feel like if we hide somewhere in the garden, he'll be there still hunting us. And there's no, saying that he's not going to stay outside the tower until we come out again. But he might be like that son in Mario 3 that chases you constantly. But
right, let's go for the tower and see if we can get as far away as possible, and maybe it won't see us.
Okay.
All right.
Start hot footing it.
So how many turns do we get?
So you'd each get basically 3 turns. So you'd be able to do your movement 6 times if you used your movement and your action.
John, what does that mist do that your staff?
The frost mist?
Yes.
Oh,
Wall of ice.
There's wall of ice, yeah.
There's also a mist, yeah.
Here. Fog, cloud, and wall of ice. Let me see.
yeah.
But I could use it and not have to
Hey.
spend the spell slot or anything. Okay, let's see here. Wall of ice is useless, but fog cloud, I get what you're saying. Let's see here. LMNO. Fog cloud. You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. The sphere spreads around corners and its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind or moderate of great speed disperses it.
Heavily obscured means it's blinded if it's inside.
So you're saying, how tall is the rock?
I don't have exact dimensions on it, but it's gargantuan. Let me
More
see.
than 20 feet?
Yeah.
So
Or about 20 feet. 20 to 30 is gargantuan.
it wouldn't be terribly useful, right? Because his head would be sticking out of it.
Well, I mean, it's a point within range you can see. So you could put it roughly where you thought his head was.
I suppose.
Or we can just run.
20 by 20 feet or larger. So he would definitely be outside of if you just put it right on the ground.
Sure. I mean, I could, but I mean, that's using one of my actions, right?
Yeah, so you wouldn't be able to. You would be 30 feet behind.
Cost you
I'm gonna be
30
30 feet behind everybody.
Yep.
All right. I'll do that real quick in the general vicinity, and then
Sure.
I'll be 30 feet behind everyone.
You got it.
So everybody else is going to be. Is everybody 40 feet or 30 feet on their speed?
I'm 40.
You're 40. So you're going to be. Crow's going to be ahead of all of us. What's the speed on our companions?
They can keep pace with you.
Okay. So Crow is 200 after 3 turns. Crow would be 80, 160, 240 feet, and the rest of us would be 180 feet, and except for Jordan, who'd be 150 feet from wherever we started.
Crow can choose to not be his full distance if he wants to stay with the group more. Or if he's just like, screw you guys, I'm getting to this tower.
Like,
I'll probably, stay in between Jordan and the rest of the group.
Okay.
You can't tell it, but I'm flipping you the bird.
Well, I'm staying close.
Okay. So this thing pops back into existence and spends his first turn flying up out of the fog. So he does not pursue you this turn.
okay.
So let's go back in to order. And Jinbei, you go first.
Okay, so where does 200 or 180 feet put us? How close are we to the tower, I guess? How far did you say it was to the tower?
300.
You're like kind of right in the middle of the bottom guardhouse, and right a little bit lower than that, but right in the middle of that curve.
So it's 300. I'm 180, which means I'm still 120 feet from the guardhouse. So I'm gonna keep dashing and get to 240 feet, I guess. Or
So you're one
turn
turn away from getting there.
Yeah.
Gesh.
I have 30 speed. Do I just roll and see how far I get?
No, so 30 speed is so you can move up to 30 feet, and you can also use your action to dash and move your speed a second time. So you're actually further.
Yeah, you're pacing Jinbei. You're
You're the same as me.
Okay, sweet. Let's do that.
All right, so you're both together.
Run away.
Crow.
Now,
I'm still running.
doesn't he have to attack?
Oh wait, yeah,
someone?
we didn't. Like Crow should have started attacking us when it was.
Yeah,
banned.
because he attuned to the thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we got to like revisit the whole thing that we
Well,
just.
you're all in the curve. I assume you now have to fight Crow in the curve.
No, well, we would never like been able to like even start to run
would've
because he would have started
had to have.
attacking us on the bridge.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I assumed that you had unattuned him in that moment.
We hadn't done that. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have to basically back up and you banish it, Crow falls to the ground, and then we're still on our turns because we're all technically in combat still.
True that. Yes. And I didn't attack Crow to be a jerk. I rolled a dice, and that's what.
No, that's fine. But whose turn is it then?
So Crow held his action actually, so it would be his turn first.
Sorry.
And
Wait, so where does he fall? Who's in front of him?
everyone is bunched up together. So
Crow was in the front, and then it was originally the lineup that I said just randomly was Jordan, Arena, myself, Guest, Davian, and what's
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
But I mean, you guys all cast spells and stuff, so I figure you might have moved around a little bit. I don't. So
yeah, we were all kind of clumped.
I just rolled dice. Is how I did it.
Yeah, and I'm going to include in this the your non-player characters.
Oh yeah. Okay. So there's 3 of them. Okay.
So you got 6
It's gonna be
targets.
one of the NPCs. What order would that have been in? I guess I would be attacking Davian.
All right.
Uh, 17 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
8,
I guess the good news is if you kill Davian, we'll have to do his little job.
23 damage.
Okay. Yeah, he looks unhappy about that for sure.
And then 23 to hit.
Yep.
And 25 damage.
Okay. He is unconscious,
Okay.
but that is not a death, so you would not get your third attack.
See, Mick blew it when he tried to kill us all in one go. He should have just trapped us into some place where we couldn't get out, and then triggered Crow.
Well,
At
yeah,
that time I wasn't attuned.
yeah, he wasn't already.
Attuned this way.
Okay, so back to the top of the order would be Jinbei.
Oh, okay. So everybody had went. I guess I'm gonna have to stop Crow so we can try to get the heck out of here. And unfortunately, I can't stop Crow and help Davian. I don't think.
I can heal it. You remember, I can bring Davian back.
Yeah. So okay, we're gonna. Where is it? Remove curse. What level do I have to cast that at? Okay, remove curse on Crow to break this so he doesn't keep trying to kill us. And then I'm going to move my 30 feet. At this point, we're going to be kind of behind. So I'm guessing I'm probably just making it for the guardhouse now instead of the tower. Okay. So 30 feet down the bridge toward the guardhouse.
Sure. All right, Gesh.
Keep dashing.
Okay, so we backed up there. So are you trying to dash back to the tower, or are you going to hide in the guardhouse with Jinbei?
I'm hiding with Jinbei.
Okay, cool. So you are able to make it to the guardhouse then.
Cool.
Crow.
Okay. So I guess I will attempt to pick up Davian and carry him.
All right, make a strength check.
Okay.
I wonder if he could do it.
400. Is that
I dropped him and he died.
25.
Yeah, all right. You can pick him up, but you move at half speed.
Okay.
But he already moved at 40.
Was
so he
that
could still
considered
make
an
it.
action?
Probably, yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. So I can only move 20 feet then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Jordan.
Do I need to do spare the dying on him? Is Davian so unconscious? If I do spare the dying, he comes back to 1 health and he's awake, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you can wait till you get to the guardhouse probably because Crow already took off running with him.
All right, then I will use the frost or make the fog again.
Sure. And then run your.
Yeah, I guess use my movement to follow the group.
Okay. So back to the top of the order, Jinbei, you're gonna finish running into the guardhouse.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think. We cost ourselves 30 feet. It's 300 feet. Yeah, we're not going to be able to make it to the tower, I don't think.
He's going to get a literal bird's eye view on us. And
yeah, so I'm just going to go into the guardhouse that Guess ran into.
Okay. Crow. Oh, sorry, Gesh. I skipped you because I assume you're just chilling.
Yeah, just chilling until everything kind of goes over.
Crow.
And so I'll be able to move 40 feet now. So I assume that can get me in the same.
Right, because you can dash in effect. So.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Right. Yeah. Yep. So you can make it. You can make it in, and then Jordan.
Yeah, same thing. I'm going to run in, and
So
if I still have my action or whatever,
you can
I'd like
spare
to
the dying now.
spare the dying. Yeah.
Yeah. So Davian's back at 1.
So that's everybody hidden away.
Yeah,
right?
all the NPCs made it in. All the conscious ones made it in.
All right. What does the rock do?
All right. So the rock pops back into reality and
It's the smacketh down.
is into the fog. Flies out of the fog. You hear it screaming and you hear its wings pounding. And there's little windows in the guardhouse, and you feel the air just shooting in from the force of its wings.
Does it raise the people's eyebrow?
It does, and says, "Do you smell la 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 la?"
We don't care what your HP is.
But you hear the beating of its wings grow fainter and fainter as it seems to be flying away since it cannot see any of you.
We did it.
So we were John Cena and it couldn't see us.
Yeah.
All right, so while we're waiting, I guess I will do a cure wounds on. I assume I have to do a cure wounds on Davian, so he's not like at 1 the rest of the thing.
Crow pretty low. as
Crow
well.
got smacked.
Oh,
pretty
I
hard.
forgot about Crow. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And I wasn't raging, so I didn't take half damage. It was the full 54.
Okay, so then I'll probably want to. I guess I need to cast it on both of them then. Okay, so we'll use up Prayer of Healing to cast on 2, or do I use 2 Cure Wounds?
Or do we want to take a short rest here? Make sure he's gone.
Why don't we do that? Yeah, and then we can. I'll cast, and then we can take the short rest to get the spell slots back potentially.
I mean, I can roll enough to get on me.
You can roll enough on a short rest to heal that much?
Probably I can roll 7d12.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't we do that?
I may not get full of it, but you know.
Okay. And
I
then
I will tell you, if you take a short rest here, you will not be able to make it to Vallaki before nightfall. So you'll
Okay.
have to take another rest somewhere else before you get there.
That's
Which
probably
is
not a good idea.
which is not impossible because
I forget. Isn't there something between here and there?
yes, there is
I can't remember now. The map.
the bog where you fought the witch.
Oh, if we go back the way we came through the
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
If you go back the long way, there is nowhere to stop.
Well, the long way we would have made it anyway, right?
Probably not, no. But you could have gotten back to the main road at least.
I mean, we could just go down and stay in the tower again one more night again, but then we didn't make it very far during this day. What do we want to try to do?
It doesn't matter to me either way. If you want to heal us and use spell slots, and then we make it there, hopefully without any other trouble, that would be fine. But I don't know how that puts you on spell slots.
Well, not great for 3rd level spells. Well, I guess it depends on how much I heal you for.
Also depends on what we run into, for the next long rest.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can only take Strahd at his word as much as you want to, but when he originally told you to come to see him, he said you would not face any trouble on the road.
Well, we just face trouble on the road, so
anything that he would say. Yeah, there might be
that's
some
what I mean.
wild
It doesn't mean we
animals.
won't face other things. So I'm going to say the rock was probably since it was a monstrous. I don't know how powerful it was, but I'm thinking we probably actually didn't really want to fight it.
I mean, it did 54 damage to me.
That's what I'm saying.
That was a crit, but still, yes, he's a big, strong boy.
Let's. Why don't I just cast some healing on those 2, and then we'll just see where it gets from there.
Okay.
If that's okay with everybody.
Fine with me.
All right, so we'll do. Where is it at? Whereas Prayer of Healing is the one that can do multiple people, right? Yeah, up to 6 creatures. So okay. Here's my D8. Well, that actually wasn't that bad. So 16 plus 20.
Okay.
So they both heal for 20. Nobody else took damage, right?
I don't think so. Not since you rested last time.
So, okay. Because I knew 6. That's why I was going to say I would just do everybody that took damage. So.
All right. So you continue your march to the gate.
We peek out and make sure we don't see anything else in the sky, and we head toward the gate.
Okay.
All right. Now I get to play. And I immediately cast Lightning Arrow and fire at the head of the party, which is Crow, 19 to hit.
I thought Strahd said that we wouldn't run into anybody.
Oh, don't worry. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
So where are we at that we got attacked before we got to the gate?
You're like right here. As soon as I saw you, I fired.
And do we see you, or you're just firing from where?
Oh, you see me. I'm 150 feet away.
Okay.
So anyway, out of nowhere, 19 to hit, Crow?
Yep.
All right. Lightning Arrow does 4d8 lightning damage. So that will be 7, 10, 14, 18 lightning damage to you.
Okay.
And when I use this spell, each creature within 10 feet must make a dexterity saving throw. So every one of you, I assume, is within 10 feet, right?
If they're marching in the same order, only Jordan would be, because they'd be walking in a straight line.
All right. Well, then, Jordan, dexterity saving throw, please.
Sorry, I said it and I realized my mic was muted. 15.
All right, so that is a success.
Okay.
But even on a success, you take 1d8 lightning damage. So that's 3 lightning damage.
All right.
And that was my first attack.
I get you. I know.
So now I have my second arrow.
You're taking a lot of pleasure here. I'm just saying.
And that is a crit. So, Crow, you get 8d8 damage.
Well, he gets double the 4.
Double the 4. Well, it's basically the same thing. Okay, you got lucky there. 1, 9. Okay, that's actual math. Hold on. 15 and 17 twice.
So 34.
So 34 lightning damage. And Jordan, you'll need to do another dex save.
Okay.
Now, would a crit apply to his portion as well? Or just Crow?
I would say it would.
18.
Yeah, I guess it would. Sure.
Okay. Well, that means you saved, so it's just 1, and since it's a crit, that'd be 14 lightning damage. And that is my turn.
Okay. Now we need everyone to roll initiative again.
22.
19.
5.
15.
Give me a minute because I'm looking at something.
He's 150 feet away?
Mm-hmm.
And do we know where? I mean, we saw lightning bolts.
Yeah, you see me. I'm like right in here.
Down the road.
Down the road. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that reduced me to 0 hit points. But since I wasn't killed, I'm using my relentless endurance, my racial, for the half orc.
Yep. So
He's never got to use that before. Way to go.
Yeah. Yeah. So now I'm at 1 hit point. So.
Okay. Did you roll? Were you able to roll initiative?
Initiative. 16.
Jordan, what'd you roll? 15?
I rolled a 15. Sorry.
Okay. So Mick is going to go first.
Okay. So that spell lasts 1 minute. So with this I assume is the last time I can use the lightning arrow, right?
No, you have a little bit more time than that.
Okay. Well, I'm only going to use it.
One second. Can we back up a little bit then? If you had to cast a spell to make that work, would you
Yeah, it
still
was a
have double?
bonus action with it,
Oh,
and it
okay.
lasts a minute.
Cool. All right.
So I assume it goes away after this turn.
Yeah, I'd have to look that spell up.
All it does is last a minute.
Yeah.
Some people say that it would last 10 turns because each one's 6 seconds, but the way we've been playing it, each time we go up is a consecutive 6 seconds. So however way you want me to do it. I can either do it a lot more or just once more, and that's it.
Yeah. I would say since you take so many actions, so does Crow, it kind of extends that a little bit, probably. So, yeah.
So this will be my last time.
Sure.
You get to use it twice, though, because it's a spell?
No, it's a concentration spell.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I mean, but he attacked twice with it. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, it's a spell. Whenever I fire an arrow, it's a lightning arrow until the spell goes away.
Oh, okay. Every time you shoot an arrow. Okay.
Okay.
How did you finally get arrows? Oh.
I'm sorry, Crow. I rolled a crit again.
I thought you couldn't pick up anything else since you were a ghost.
Strahd, baby. He hooked me up. So let's see. That's another 4 times 2.
Well, I mean, he's going to be unconscious.
Yeah, I know. So go ahead and roll the dex save then, Jordan.
20. Dirty 20.
Okay, so that would only be 12 lightning damage then.
Jesus.
And for my next attack, that's going to be a 17 to hit. And since Crow's out, that'd be at you, Jordan.
What? Sorry, what?
16 to hit, or excuse me, 17.
That hits.
All right. So that's 6, 7, 13,
I'm unconscious.
14, 15, 16, 17 lightning.
You can
damage.
stop rolling. There's way too much glee on your end here, buddy. I'm just telling you.
So whoever was behind Jordan now has to do the dex save.
I don't know. Yeah, whoever.
Next would be Arena.
That was Arena, yeah.
All right. The DC is 14.
She did not save.
Oh. That will be 3 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And my turn ends.
All right. Gesh.
Okay. Can I use Firebolt?
What's the range on it?
I was gonna say your biggest challenge is gonna be range because he's 150 feet away.
That's fine. I doubt that I can hit that. In that case, maybe I need. Oh, the range is. Wait, hold on. Oh, I got too excited. 120 feet. Firestorm is 50 feet.
So you can use your movement, so you can move up 30 feet and then.
Oh, all right. Let's do that.
Or you can use Firestorm if you want to.
I don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll use Firebolts. And
What big spells do you have, out of curiosity?
What's that?
From the unconscious man.
Yeah, what range spells do you have? What are your options?
That is my cantrip. Fireball's my most powerful cantrip, and I use it all the time because of the free kind of action as opposed to magic points. And the magic stuff that I have is like not even worth using, really. I have like Alter Self, Crown of Madness, which comes in handy every now and then. Scorching Ray, which is like 2d6 as opposed to 2d10 of a cantrip. You know, like why use?
So you need to pick better spells. Is what you're saying?
I think I guess, but I think just it's not what I have available to me at this level. It's not until I get to like bigger ranges where it's like worth being like a sorcerer. Like we saw last time I was like a level 20 sorcerer, came in handy, pretty good, but like not now.
I feel like you ought to have better than that though already. At this
Now the other ones I have is Misty Step, Shield, Comprehend Language, and Web. and also my acid breath. So yeah, not very useful stuff. But when we get larger in the game, which is not going to happen, we're kind of coming to the end of the game. But so yeah, I'm going to try using Firebolt, and that is a 20, natural 20.
Oh.
And what do I roll?
So you roll the same thing and then double it.
Okay. 9 and a 4.
So 26.
Nice.
All right, just because I may not be able to do it again, as a reaction, I can cast Absorb Elements. This spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn, so it cuts it in half. And the first time I hit with a melee attack on my next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 damage of the triggering spell type. So it would be fire, but there's no way I can get.
So you take the full damage now, but if you hit with it again, you take half. Correct?
Well, I would assume it lessens its effect on me now, so I would assume that means I get resistance now, and then I don't get it next time.
What is it called?
Absorb Elements. You'll have to look it up. It's in Xanathar's guide along with my character. The spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Also, the first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 damage of the triggering type, and the spell ends.
So you take half.
Okay. So that'd be 13, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm singed.
Crow.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, make a saving throw for me.
20.
That is 2 saves.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Jordan.
I can't remember what I'm supposed to do for this when I'm dead. What do I roll? I'm rolling a die 20, but what am I? Just straight up and down?
It's above 10 is a save, below a 10 is a...
Okay. 12.
That is a save.
So I marked that. I thought I couldn't remember if I added something or.
Jimbei.
I'm going to cast Ice Storm. A hail of rock-hard ice pounds the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40 feet high cylinder centered on a point within range. Each creature must make a dexterity saving throw. Creature takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 cold damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. Range is 300 feet.
Okay. Make a saving throw.
What kind is it?
Dexterity.
$22.
That will save. So you're going to take half of 12 on bludgeoning, so 6 bludgeoning, and then 4d6 cold.
John is so put out by this.
I'm just shocked that Jimbei wouldn't use his turn to resurrect the 2 people that could be useful to him. That's just
once the damage starts, I want to use my Absorb Elements. It's a first level spell, so I can cast it again as a reaction. So whatever you throw at me with the cold will be halved. So basically quartered.
So it would have been 20, so it's going to be 5.
Yeah, you can't use a reaction on every attack against you. It's once per round.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, what's the damage?
Well, I rolled 20, so you said it was...
No, it's not half.
Save, so it's 10 plus... I already forgot what the first one was.
6.
Yeah,
so
16.
16. All right.
One second.
And that's for your question, Jordan. You forget how much Jimbei really just dislikes Mick.
Yeah, but Jimbe
There
would.
was a little bit of rage there.
You
that-
have to know that whatever you throw at Mick, he's got like 10 things that stop every bullet, and he's like the Matrix. Like you're gonna need more bullets.
Wow, but it's okay.
He's gonna get one more turn. He's gonna kill everybody if he does the same kind of move, any of those same moves again. We're all gonna die.
Well, he'd have to crit me twice to kill me based on the damage he's been doing. But yeah.
Can I nudge you to maybe before your turn ends to talk to someone and instruct them to help you?
I would, but I'm unconscious.
No, Jimbei.
The other 3 people in our.
Well, yeah, I was. Oh, sorry. Yes, I would ask Arena and Esmeralda and Davian to get him. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
to participate in this fight, we need your help.
I mean, Arena was going to anyway because she just got hit. So she is going to. Okay.
Jordan, did you save that time or did you not? Yeah. Okay.
Save.
Let me just see.
That's probably not good for me that he's having to take that long to look up what he can do.
I think you should really just be glad that you didn't accidentally kill Strahd's girlfriend. I think
He did attack his girlfriend.
If she had been like in the wrong part in that line and gotten like the ricochet damage or something,
Yeah.
Strahd would have been a little put out.
Yeah, she taken all the damage you did where he was shooting at Crow. Yeah.
Okay. She is going to lay on hands on Jordan. So that is going to be. I don't understand this. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Where is it?
You mean look it up?
Oh, sorry, I was just looking at the wrong thing. Oh, boy, this website is not helping me. Sorry. The hell? Why is none of these websites actually have what it does?
Oh, yeah, I'm not seeing it. Let me see if it's in there.
Sorry, everyone.
No problem.
Oh, right. It's like you have like a hit point pool.
Oh, it
Oh,
does.
like a cleric high level.
Yeah, I don't know what her. Why can I not find spells on here?
Because it's a paladin ability. It's not a spell.
Well, no, I was just looking on the website to see if I could find. Oh, there it is. I was looking to where I could browse spells to see if I could find the right thing. Oh, it's an ability, not a spell.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I can look up paladin, I guess.
Total number of hit points equals your paladin level times 5. All right, so she is going to restore you for 25 hit points, Jordan.
She doesn't want to do Crow.
Well, we're so far away, but yeah.
Crow is saved twice. and you've only saved
Yeah.
once.
Okay.
And I meant I'm not going to be any good unless I close 150
Yeah.
feet.
And then Esmeralda is going to cast lightning bolt on Mick. So you need to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
12.
Okay. What is her spell save? I guess it's probably higher than that.
Probably more than 12.
It is 14. All right. So that's 8d6. $24 lightning damage.
All right.
And then Davian is going to probably can't do too much. You can move up 30 feet and then try to shoot you with a hand crossbow, which is better than nothing. And it's a 17 to hit.
Yes, that just hits.
8 piercing damage.
All right.
Okay, and it is Mick's turn again.
Okay.
So Gesh is out front now.
Guess
He's
and
supposed
Davian
to.
are at the front. Yeah.
All right. So I am going to cast a spell called Plant Growth. And let me read you what that does.
Please let it be weed. Please let it be weed.
All right. Plant Growth is the spell channels vitality into plants within a specific area. I'm going to cast it using one action, choose a point within range. I moved up 20 feet so I could get about middle of all of you because the range on it's 150 feet. So all normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves.
Okay. I got bad news for you. You're on a snowy mountain. There aren't too many plants.
I was gonna say, and we're in the road.
Oh, crap. It's a snowy mountain.
And a road.
I forgot it was a snowy mountain. Well, crap.
I mean, I'll give you that the people in the back, because there's trees right there, those will overgrow onto the road, but the people out front will not be affected. So
Who's out front?
Gesh, Crow, and Davian.
Okay. All right. I really don't have anything else I can do. I probably should have remembered that it was snow before casting that. So that's going to be my turn, I guess. I have moved up.
It would have been a great play.
I have moved up to where I'm like
Yeah.
right in here somewhere.
So you're how far? Then? 'Cause they were
20
I'm
feet.
130 feet away from you now.
Well, guess
He's in the middle of all of us, right?
120, so you're like 100 from them and 120 from the rest of us. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said he's in the middle of all of us, right?
No. He
The
cast
spell.
the spell.
That's where he cast the plant spell.
Mm.
Gesh, it is your turn. You're about 100 feet from him.
Okay. Once again, does my firebolt reach that far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
closer than last turn. So.
Okay. He does. Let's do firebolt. See if it hits. 17.
All right, I'm going to spend a luck point,
Ooh.
and you rolled a nat 20.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'd like to use another luck point,
Oh, man.
and you rolled a 15.
So I assume that's below your armor class?
Yeah, 15 doesn't hit.
Okay.
But did he have anything that adds to it?
Yeah.
I mean, my
Your spell casting modifier.
my initiative is +2. Spell casting.
It's got to be at least +6, I would assume.
I mean, my magic charisma is +3. Where should I look for this? I'm sorry.
It should be on the second page or third page. There should be two spaces. One says spell save DC, and the other one says spell casting modifier.
Heck. Oh, heck. I should know this.
Your spell's attack modifier is your spell casting ability, which is whatever your proficiency is plus your ability score. So I think you use what, charisma or wisdom?
Yeah, my main is charisma.
All right, so it'd be your charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
So +3, and then
He's got it. I'm on.
and then my proficiency is +3 as well, so that's +6.
Okay. So that will hit.
Yeah. So I wasted those luck
I'm
points.
sorry. I don't.
I can't believe I rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, for a luck.
Okay,
So
well,
lucky.
that is a 0. Is that 0 a 0 or a 10?
That's a 10.
Okay, and then a 7.
17. But the fire is what you. Oh, that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Why don't you use that? I mean, now it's been your turn again, so you have another reaction.
yeah, I'll go ahead. So half that.
Okay.
That'd be what, 13?
No, you rolled a 17, so half of that would be 9.
9. Okay.
All right, Crow.
I'm a little over 100 feet
16.
from you.
16.
Yep.
All right, you are back to 1 hit point. And you get. Let's see what you get for your injury. Oops, sorry. You get a horrible scar. You're probably pretty psyched about that. You are disfigured to the extent that the wound can't be concealed. You have disadvantage on charisma checks and advantage on disadvantage on persuasion checks, but advantage on intimidation checks.
Sweet.
Crow's like, yes.
Yeah, because my persuasion was -2 already.
I guess I should have done that for Jordan.
And my intimidation was +1. So that,
Jordan, you have broken ribs,
Okay.
so you have to make a DC 10 save
When
for Constitution to make attacks until you're healed.
Is that magic attack? All attacks?
Let me see what it
Or
says.
is that just melee?
Attempt an action in combat.
Okay.
All right, and it will be your turn.
But then wait, she healed me right after. Does that matter or no?
Well, she healed you to bring you back to life.
And then that. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so
Now, am I encased in vines, or did he cancel that?
you'd be back in that area.
I didn't know. I didn't remember if he decided to do a different action or not.
No,
So then,
that restricts your movement, right?
Yeah, you're at 1/4 movement basically is all it does.
Okay. I mean, how far to get out of it? How far do I have to go?
It's in 100 foot from the center. The center was in the center of the group, so he probably has about 40 feet he would have to go.
Well, you said only the trees.
Only the trees. So if you're back there, you probably have to go 25 feet.
Okay, so if I use my movement and my action, and it's so it would be 60, but to quarter that,
Right now you're 120 feet from him
yeah. Wait,
You were just trying to get out of the plants.
because he moved up.
okay, but I still need to. I need to get out of this thing. So if I use my movement and my action, I'm still in it though, right?
Well, yeah, but you can use your movement and then still do an attack that was with 120 feet.
But my attacks that are in that range aren't going to do a whole heck of a lot to him.
You
I
would
want to
move
get close
15
enough to
feet.
do something better.
Gotcha. Okay.
60 feet, 1/4. That'd be 15 feet. Is what you would
So
actually.
you're still going to be in it, even if you do both.
Jesus Christ.
But if it's 25 feet, then
You'd be out of it the next time, but you'd still have to use.
You'd be out of it next time.
It'd still be 2 actions.
You could do an action this turn, move, and do an action this turn. Let me think here.
Yeah, you could just keep moving and doing something, but yeah. How close do you need to be?
Well, we'll see. Is he meleeing anybody at this point?
No, he's not even close to anybody yet.
He's
So
still
he's
like
gonna have to
100 feet
move.
from anyone.
Yeah, he's gonna have to keep moving to get closer. All right. Well, then I'll just use my movement, and then I'll Eldritch Blast. What's so lame? All right. Let's see. I get roll to attack here. Sorry. Okay. 18.
Want to use my last luck point? You rolled a 5.
All right. Well, I have 2, so I'll roll again. I'll do my next one.
Oh, there's 7.
What's that?
Yeah, he fires 2.
That's useful.
I can fire twice. Yeah. But the other one's probably a miss because it's 12.
Yep.
There you go. So.
All right, Jimbei.
So everybody's up. I'm going to move. What is it? 30 feet. It's half movement or quarter movement?
Quarter movement.
So
8 feet.
I'll move 8 feet toward the edge, and then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt. Because he moved up, so I'm within 120 now with that 8. I should be within 120. So Guiding Bolt. 21.
That would hit.
And I'm going to use Channel Divinity so that it does max damage automatically.
What's that?
He's been using it a number of times so far.
So basically, where is it at here? I use it. You can channel divine energy. You can use your divine. You can use channel divinity to deal maximum damage instead of rolling for lightning or thunder damage. So, and this is lightning damage, and it's going to be. Where's my?
Is that the 66 one?
Yeah, that's 66.
So 36.
I will use Spectral Defense, which translates all of that into half damage.
All right. So
The
8.
ability I have as a Horizon Walker.
So 18 then.
All right.
So it's the NPCs now. So first up is Arena, and she is going to try to escape these vines. So she is going to use her movement and her. Let's get back to her. I lost her sheet here. So basically, she's just going to dash. So. She can't do anything from this range. I think she's probably 30 feet. Yeah. Okay. So she moves 15 feet towards the edge.
She should have been right. She should have been right where Jordan was at, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And I would have been literally right behind him. So.
1 second. trying to figure something out. 1 second.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to type all my response to that. The answer to your question is sure, I'll be happy to, but there's something I want to do beforehand, and that is what I'm going to type in.
Okay. Trying to confer something here so we don't miss the story.
Good to go?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
if you survive, that's fine. So Davian is going to try to shoot you again with his crossbow.
Well, Davian was out of the plants because he was up by Guess.
Right, but he's still, I mean, he's more of a melee attacker. He doesn't have a lot of magic.
Okay.
16 is not going to do it. I bet, right?
Well, yeah, 16's my armor class, so it either does or doesn't.
All right. So he's going to do 4 damage.
All right, I can use spectral defense on each turn if I choose to. So that'll be 2 damage.
All right. And then
Wait, like on each turn, like each round, or like every person that attacks?
I can use it on each turn. I'm like, if Crow attacks me twice, I can't do it on both attacks. But if someone else's turn comes up, I can use it on that turn.
Okay. I just wanted a clarification. Like the way you said that, I was confused if it was like each turn through the
He
thing.
let me have all my abilities. That's technically a 17th level ability.
Oh, okay.
Just so you guys know, it's because I'm fighting all of you.
Right. I was just curious. I just just wanted to understand what it was you were doing there for sure. Okay.
Okay. Esmeralda is up next, and she is going to Okay, she's going to cast Magic Circle.
Okay.
Around, create a 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder of magical energy centered on a point in the ground that you can see within range. Glowing runes appear wherever cylinders intersects with the floor or other surface. And you can choose one or more of the following types of creatures: celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead. So she's going to choose undead. Circle affects creatures of chosen type in the following ways. Creature can't willingly enter the cylinder by non-magical means. If the creature tries to use teleportation or interplanar travel or do so, it must first make a successful charisma saving throw. Creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets within the cylinder, and targets within the cylinder can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by the creature.
She puts it on who? Herself, I guess?
She's going to put it around, I guess, Crow and Gesh, since they are up front, and Crow is hurting. And so then we'll be back to Mick.
All right, so Crow is first. He's in the cylinder.
Yep. Gesh is first.
Guess and Davian were first, then Crow.
So I guess David would be in the circle too.
Right, so Gesh isn't?
Gesh, Davian, and Crow are in the circle.
Okay, so the next people would be
Jordan, Arena, and Jordan.
Arena.
Arena's before Jordan because she moved, she dashed.
Yeah. So Arena,
Okay.
and me, then Davian, and
Alrighty. Well, I am going to teleport next to Jordan and then attack with my short sword because I can't exactly use a bow. And that'll be a 21 to hit.
What? It hits. May you hit my armor class perfectly.
All right. So that is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I get to use my teleporting ability to go within 10 feet and attack Jimbei. And that'll be a 22 to hit.
that'll hit.
All right. And that'll be a 8 damage.
Okay.
And because I attacked
Wait.
two different...
If I get attacked, when a creature within 5 feet of you that you can see hits you with an attack, I'm going to use my reaction. You can use a reaction. They have to make a dex saving throw, or it takes 2d8 lightning or thunder damage, your choice, half damage on success.
All right, so I got to roll.
So you got to roll a dex saving throw.
Okay. Natural 20.
Okay, that'll save, so you'll take half.
So,
All right.
even a question though.
Uh-huh.
Teleporting. How far can you teleport?
I can teleport basically like it's kind of like Dimension Door, like 300 feet.
Okay, I was just wondering because I was wondering if the plant growth was still slowing your speed now that you're in it.
I think it's only walking speed.
Yeah.
It
All right.
did. Plant
Oh.
growth didn't mention anything, so that's why I was just.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even moving. I'm just teleporting and then taking a swing.
So you took
Yeah. So what's my damage?
half of 13, so 6, I guess.
All right. And because I attacked two different creatures, I can actually teleport once more and attack a third. And I'm going to attack Arena. And that will be a 16 to hit.
Okay. So you take a swing at Arena, and when you
that will
do,
Mhm.
when you do, your blade stops short because suddenly Strahd is standing between you and her, and it kind of like pings off his armor,
Oh man.
and he reaches for you with wild speed and grabs you by the neck, and he says, "You do not harm her." And you see like everyone who's watching you just sees your ghostly form contort and like turn into this like horrible twisted image before just evaporating into nothingness.
Holy crap.
Yes. Bye, Mick.
I just want all of you to know, when I got hit with that crossbow by Fabian, I died. We just kept this going so I could do some cool stuff and then die by Strahd.
Oh, so you cheated and killed everyone. And
No,
did
no,
damage.
it was all part of the plan.
Okay.
And Strahd looks at all of you and he says, "Know that he did this against my will." And he says, "I will see you all soon," and then turns into mist and disappears.
He doesn't take Arena.
No.
But
Did Mick
attacking.
drop anything?
Go ahead.
Did Mick drop anything?
Yeah.
A little orb of his essence that you can. That
So
you
he
can
didn't
hold
have
on
the
to.
sword. He didn't have the sun sword
And
anymore.
a hilt.
Aren't we still in contact? Or no, Crow's been. Never mind.
Yeah, he
But he had the
dropped-
sun sword there, right? Is the sun sword no longer there?
No, I mean, I assume you had that on you, right, Mick? That's what you're using to attack?
No, well, I mean, I could. Yeah, sure, why not? Say I was using that to attack. So
'Cause
without me being attuned to it, the blade would disappear.
it's
and
just a hilt. But I think it's important for these guys to have it because otherwise,
Yeah.
it is going to be.
Well, I'm dead. I can't hold on to it anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so the hilt is there. So
Yeah.
Who wants to wield it? I think.
Okay, so
I think
let
Brooke
me-
might.
Let me explain the flame sword to you guys. It is radiant damage is the kind of damage it does. You have to use a bonus action to make the flame sword, the actual blade, appear and disappear. It is an item you have to attune to. It's 1d8 is its damage, but if you fight undead, which Strahd is, you can also do a d10 at the same time, plus your normal stuff.
It's also versatile, isn't it? So you could
Yes,
do
it is.
One
So you
D10.
can do 2 d10s if you do
Two-handed,
both hands.
and it is also the blade is made of sunlight.
right.
Yes, actual sunlight.
So
Disadvantage any vampire creatures would have against sunlight would apply to the sun sword.
okay.
Did I get to give Strahd Mick's foot so that he was able to shove it down his throat before he died?
Yes.
Did the foot disappear when Mick disappeared?
Well, what happens to Mick now? He's just gone now?
Yes.
Does he get reincarnated somewhere and he has to like figure out a new evil
But
plan?
if you die in Curse of Strahd, you turn into a ghost. If you die as a ghost,
Yeah, Mick's done. He's been banished.
Oh,
He
man.
seems to exist.
Big Will is not out of the game though, and you will find out next week.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Nice.
So,
And more good news. You all leveled up.
Yay.
Yay.
and I would also like to say while we're on there, I just didn't want to explain the cool death scene that was coming up. I can't actually teleport that far. It's nothing like Dimension Door. I can only do 30 feet max.
When we level up, what is our role thing we have to do to level up?
So you'll be a level 8 at this point.
Mhm.
But for you're just talking hit points, or you're talking everything else?
Like what do we do? I guess like roll dice. You have to roll so many dice or roll so many times or something.
I'll go over that with you.
Okay.
Off air.
Okay.
Figure it out.
Okay. Write down 8 levels.
So who's
Chain.
picking up the sword? Who can use a sword? I can use martial weapons.
I think maybe Jinbei or Crow. Probably Crow would be the best
It's
one.
Jinbei and Crow. You're the only ones.
I think Crow's the most powerful. But
And I'm
then
not
he does
currently
have this
attuned
raid.
to my favorite axe.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
So that would
It would
would
definitely be
Crow be
Jinbei.
willing to attune to the sword, or is he just going to want his axe again?
Well, Jinbei wants power.
That's
so
true. I would probably want the power. Yeah,
Jinbei then.
I would definitely say you would argue for it.
yeah. And I have. I'm trying to check. I'm attuned to the amulet and those beads or whatever that you gave me.
You got one more you can attune to.
So Jinbei's just gonna walk over. Jinbei was closer to where Mick disappeared. He's just gonna walk over and pick up the hilt.
Take it. Not
It's
gonna-
mine.
I would say that is a reasonable thing.
All right.
Okay, great.
Fine, then I'm attuning again.
That would be the advantage. Would be to not let Crow get his axe. But I had the feeling you'd want your axe anyway. So,
I mean, that's a pretty cool weapon. I mean, if I was currently attuned to that one, then I'm sure I wouldn't.
yeah, Jinbei's not gonna get that up though.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm not going to argue too much because I still got the great axe. So
Well, the Great Axe does more damage.
So, what was that? So the sword was.
I'll tell you off there.
Okay, yeah, just send me the details, or if it actually exists, or you can just tell me what it is. I can look it up or whatever.
It exists. We're playing a module.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, thanks everyone for that fun time. I'm sorry some of you got very aggravated by those turns of events, but
yeah,
I figured it was a more interesting little story twist than
The only time I was aggravated was when we rolled initiative and he got to do it, attack 4 times before we got to do anything. That was like,
them's the breaks.
yeah. That was annoying, but the rest of it was fine.
You came through like mostly unscathed. You're pretty injured, but you can rest up.
I think I only took 4 damage. But yeah. All
Hey,
right.
if it wasn't planned out that I was probably going to pay my last night, I would have done another lightning arrow. y'all would have been tough.
You could have, yeah. You would have had to crit me to kill me with the lightning arrow, but yeah. And I would have healed everybody instead of attacked you if you'd gotten anybody else down. But yeah.
But anyway, fun game. Thanks, Alex.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Alec.
Thank you all, and thanks everyone for watching. And we'll be back next week where we will finally get out of the ice and snow and back on the road towards Valaki. And
we gonna hunker down somewhere and take a long rest, I assume.
yeah, I figured you'll probably rest in the tower there.
Yeah, I think so. We'll take a long rest and level up in the tower. And
then you can attune to whatever you're attuning
I
to.
will attune to the Sun Sword.
Well, listen to Led Zeppelin because we came from the land of ice and snow.
Exactly, that's where I was going with that. And then we're going to be hitting Castle Ravenloft pretty soon.
Yeah, we're coming near the end, boys.
So hold on to your butts.
Yeah.
And
That'll only take like 15 episodes.
okay. I mean, depending on how you play it, it certainly can, because it's pretty big dungeon. But that's part of the fun, right?
That's right.
So thanks, everyone, and have a great week. And you know what they say, never turn your back on the vampire or Mick. Goodbye.